So here we are on the island in the Sea of Nirn, and what we're going to do today is we are going to conquer that fortress over there. But I'm well allowed to say that we're going to make this interactive, that these guys are going to jump in and vote and actually choose how it is that we go about taking down this fortress. So we're just up on one of the Seeing Stone towers here, looking out over the region. That's an outpost over to the right. So these are different outposts like the strongholds we would have had in the open world in Shadow of Mordor. So there's a whole open world obviously here to explore, hunt down orcs, play the story, go after the collectibles, craft your gear. But today we're just going to initially focus on the fortress. So let's go.
Alright, let's actually go for a walk through this point up to the Fortress Assault. So let's take our time. I mean, punch an orc or two if they get in your way.
Oh yeah, just over on the left here as well.
Oh.
If you just have a quick look, just to the left, just we can look through the, maybe we'll just go for a little view. The forest, so we've also done a lot with the vegetation through the whole region. So there's a whole bunch of things we could explore and story. Oh, look out. Get out of it. Him down through the forest. So yeah, we've really done a lot with the vegetation, the wildlife that's down there, the missions we can pursue. But we will stay on target for the fortress.
Stay on target. Stay on target. Okay, gotta do those references. So anyway, that was the Celebrimbor hammer and then Flurry Strike with final with a whap, right?
Yeah, to follow through. And so one of the upgrades we've done is you can now use ice as a part of your sort of combat repertoire with the Bright Lord and with the hammer and so on as well.
Right.
You can see an orc is actually emerging out of the little latrine over there. So
orc's gotta poop.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Actually, as we come through the outpost as well as the fortresses, depending on which tribe is in charge of the region, that'll actually affect what orcs we can meet here, or how it's decorated as well. Little rats running around. You can actually use those guys for health, the rats too.
Drain the rat. Oh!
Yeah. Drain the rat is a common Mordor saying. Meaning any number of things. So we can see the banner there. We're going after, this is a Warmonger fortress. You can see those huge axes they've decorated their towers with. The banners here. Something else that's actually quite cool. Oh, this is another move. I love this one. Once you've got them down on the ground, you can go into sort of a flurry of blows as Celebrimbor to finish them off. One other thing. Actually, if you just look back up the outpost we're at, see if you can drop those.
Drop the wood?
There was the wood there as well. So we've got different opportunities in the environment to affect the enemies too. Is anyone under it? No one's under it at the moment, but we can show it off anyway.
Apparently my grandmother is watching. Hi, Mimi. Nice to see you.
Hello, Jared's grandma.
This is Mike. He's a great guy. All right, so I see a couple of you guys are bringing up that you're sorry about the rat dying.
This is a treasure orc.
Oh, the treasure orc? Yeah.
So you take this guy up. This is really handy. So he's actually dropped a labeling class gem. And the gems you can use to slot into your weapons and armor to give them additional upgrades and stats. And the red ones are generally, it's a warrior gem.
Right.
So they're going to help with mostly your attacking stats.
Awesome. Can we slot it in?
Yeah, sure. So we'll unlock slot.
So before we jump in there, as a heads up to everybody who's talking about audio, we'll be dropping the audio back down to a certain level when we hit when we actually start the Fortress Assault, because it's very loud, right, when you start Fortress Assaults. So just so you guys are aware, we'll keep moving the audio up now as you guys are responding to it, but we will push it back at one point because we want you guys to hear what we have to say. So,
especially your Nana.
Oh, please. Yes. I don't call her my Nana. I call her Mimi.
All right, Mimi. Okay. So we've got this warrior's gem. Put that into the sword, the bow. Oh, there we go. So 10% damage. That's going to be handy.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
And we'll continue on our way towards the fortress. Yeah. You can see where the orcs have actually cleared all the forest here in front of the fortress.
I'm doing some work now.
Yes. So they've pretty much eaten all of the humans that used to live here. So in Shadow of Mordor around here we had Lothariel and the tribesmen and so on. But they're pretty much done for, so they've had to rely on other orcs for their leader. This is actually another really nice example of the vegetation now, so we can use that for stealth as well.
Okay.
So we're gonna come up.
Ellie, we have a request that you grow a facial beard like all of us on stream.
I gotta work on that.
Alright, guys.
Alright, that'd be fun.
Feel that up. Okay. Oh. Thank you.
Nice.
So before we just launch the assault, we're just going to go into the army screen and just give a little bit of a tour of some of the orcs. Actually, if we come down and see the followers, it's just nice to have the chance to go and show some of the things we've added.
We're gonna add a follower too, so that's one of the things. So
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
let's look at a couple guys that look cool.
These
For,
are- yeah.
I mean, like Mr. Antlers here.
The thing we've been able to just expand so much is just the amount of flair and outfits and characters and traits and abilities, just really blowing it out. And I think what's cool this time, so this is just a random guy we zoomed in on. So he's Arbinu of the Beast. He's Feral Tribe. He's a Beastmaster. I bet if we go and look at his traits, yeah, he's got a Karagor pack with him.
that's awesome.
He's a Beast Slayer. So now it's not just like last time. They looked varied and they looked individual and they had
Right.
lots of characteristics, but it was a bit random this time. Really are creating these varied and procedural characters, and you can have one look at this guy and it's a Beastmaster. Oh, who we can do it?
That's awesome.
Yeah, who's that other olive there? Looks pretty good.
Yeah, along too.
Oh, he's not our follower.
Oh,
Oh, still look at him. Hisu?
wow.
Oh, our
Mystic
Hisu, excuse me.
Destroyer. So again, we can see he's a destroyer. He's got the bandolier of grenades, so he's going to be detonating things everywhere.
Right.
Mystic Tribe, so he's wearing the mask. He's going to be really dangerous. Although he does, he is sick, so he's particularly vulnerable to poison. So
He's
that's
scared of
something we can-
Karagors.
That makes sense. Karagors are pretty dangerous.
Oh. Tell Jared it's his other grandmother. Hi, Nana. It is actually Nana that time. Hi.
Go to the front of the skull though. Sorry, I just love. We just basically. I do this a lot. Just roll different hierarchies and just
Right.
check them out and just keep looking through the orcs. And you can do this for hours and
Oh.
just never see two guys that are the same.
Totally.
Yeah. So again, he's an archer trainer. He's a specialist. So he's actually lower rank, so he hasn't got his gang yet. But I bet if this guy survives and moves his way up, he's going to have a
Absolutely.
gang of archers with
Pretty
him.
strong.
Oh, he is.
Oh, look at the power shot and quick shot.
Yeah, he's definitely worth training archers with.
That's pretty awesome.
It's cool. All right. Anyway, onwards.
Well, let's choose someone for a bodyguard, actually.
Oh,
Okay.
bodyguards,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, bodyguards.
I mean, or maybe we should actually look at the strengths and weaknesses first, and then choose someone who will like.
Are we going to choose, or are we going to let these guys choose?
We'll choose the bodyguard simply because there's the number of them, but then they'll be able to choose who they want as the overlord once we get
Okay.
that far.
So we've got a bunch of guys here who are already our followers. So we already looked at Urbinu. He's
Right.
pretty awesome. Executioner.
Let's actually also check out the overlord and war chiefs too, because then we can find the one that's like perfect to kill the overlord. Because I want to bring the bodyguard in when we're fighting the overlord.
He's a good match. Yeah, sure. Let's check out his weaknesses. So Og the Elder. He's been around for a while.
Do we have any Morgai flies or Graug followers? Ah,
You can actually summon Graugs.
That's
so
true.
if we had that skill, we could bring a Graug in, or yeah, that could work.
that could work.
Flies are going to be more difficult depending on the state that he keeps his throne room in.
Right, that would be pretty interesting.
Fear of pinning. That's a pretty good one to be able to
Right.
exploit.
That'd be a good
Can
one.
use
to do.
range. What are his strengths?
Yeah, because he's a legendary with 2 epic traits. So.
Great strength. So getting
Okay.
hit by him's really going to hurt.
Right.
And throwing knives. Okay, so yeah, he's pretty active in combat.
It's pretty good. What's the immunities that he has? So no chance. Ooh. Okay.
So he's living up again. He's an assassin. So
Right.
this is a guy who's going to get in fast, knock you down quickly, finish you off.
Oh, that's awesome.
Ellie has got her work.
This guy actually might
Yeah.
be pretty hard.
This might be a hard
Awesome.
one. Oh, that's sweet. All right.
All right,
What's
so-
the farthest 2 over?
Stand.
Execution.
Oh wow.
Nice.
No, why be?
That's how he got to be the
Very
elder.
wise.
See,
Oh,
this
makes
guy's
sense.
this guy's a
Tough.
survivor.
Yeah.
Be a big fish. You don't let yourself get caught. To be an old orc, don't get killed.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, and last stand. Oof. Good luck.
Yeah, this will be fun. So someone who can maybe dish out a lot of damage, take some of the heat.
Oh, that's,
Killer?
Great killer.
oh, that's awesome. Oh, this guy looks sick.
Yeah, specialized monster slayer.
Oh,
Craven.
Craven though.
Yeah, he'll probably.
So as soon as he
wanna bring
sees
him
the
in?
elder, quite
Out.
wisely is
Oh,
going
we
to
don't
be
want
out of there.
Okay, yeah, I want to do Craven.
I use a lot of fire-based attacks, so I don't want him to get afraid.
All right, that one's out.
Get afraid.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Respect your elders, kids.
Yeah.
Don't run up and murder your elders.
We don't want this.
Agreed. I mean, I love the antler guy, honestly. Mortally flammable. What was that about fire again?
It could provide a convenient distraction as he burns to death. Plus, as he burns to death, you would get loot.
That's true.
So his death might help.
I mean, that's one. That's one way. I don't know though. What about We got a guy all the way on the far right, Archer, Scoth the Damned. We won't be
That's
executing him,
interesting.
but he's flammable as well. So, I don't know.
What's his strengths? Cursed.
The other guy was curse immune though.
Yeah.
The Overlord was curse immune.
He's pretty tough. He might be alright in the battle. Like, he's probably a pretty good choice on our assault team.
Oh, in the assault team, yeah.
Yeah. Before we get to the
Right.
Overlord.
Actually, to fill everybody in, this is a very normal thing to be doing in Shadow of War, where you look at the strengths and weaknesses and you're trying to figure out which guys complement or can take advantage of a lot of these problems. Like as Ellie put it, we use fire a lot. The guy is mortally wounded by fire. Not a good combo. This guy's beast fodder, which
he's not going to need to face in there, so that's
right.
fine.
That's not bad.
He's got a gang.
Oh, that's
spearmen.
awesome.
That's actually going to
Yeah.
be really handy in the.
I think this guy.
This guy might be a good bodyguard, yeah.
Right.
But I wouldn't necessarily put him into the fight because they have 2 Karagor riders in the fight.
Yep. So save
Well, if
him.
he's our
for-
bodyguard, we'll summon him in. For
Right.
The Overlord when we need him.
Right.
Actually, so making the bodyguards as simple as just going into the army screen, hitting the command button, which is Y on there, and just confirming. And then once you have the bodyguard, you can summon him to fight alongside you at any time.
Right.
And the mounts work in the same way. So if we'd unlock the summon Graug skill, we'd be in really good shape.
Right.
This is going to be good.
This is a good one. Terrified of burn. You don't need to look at anything else. That's enough. Ellie is our best Shadow of War player, so she comes in and has no problem with anything. So there you go. But yeah, let's. So we're actually coming up to our first vote now. The first vote is going to be whether we're going to assault directly or whether we're going to go against the War Chief. So you guys will be able to see vote assault and vote War Chief. Woe Chief. You'll be able to see us vote assault or vote War Chief as an option. And so the idea is if you want to do the straight assault, which is what we have up here, you have that option. Or if you guys want to take out a War Chief and pull them out and then fight them kind of in a one-on-one kind of thing, remove them, and then have an easier attack. We see assaults currently at 70%, so that might be what we'll do. We could also potentially do the take out the War Chief later as well, so it could be either any direction really.
And if we do actually assault, and in the course of the assault we manage to take down some of these war chiefs, and then if Ellie, it's not going to happen, but if she was to die and time moves forward, then those guys are going to stay dead. So you can actually advance time and make progress even if you do fail the assault.
Cool.
That's pretty.
It's looking pretty assault. We
Okay.
still have a couple more moments of people voting, so let's give them a few more seconds. And I think as we do this, so I do want Ellie to die once to show what it's like.
Okay.
And so you can
This
do
is
it kind
a
of
pretty
like
hard hierarchy, though, Jared.
It
I'm
is.
feeling like there is a chance of legitimate
that
death.
Overlord.
Just
yeah.
save it, but he's now set you up. So any case in which you do actually die,
I know.
oh, that was clearly on
Perfect.
purpose. That was for Jared and his man.
Aw, darn yeah. Let's see. So looking through as people are going through, let's do one more refresh and see where it is. Assault. We're gonna do an assault first.
Okay.
So we could potentially, if you were to die, we could have that option as just as a second up kind of thing that we can do. It's just like, well, you died once, and then we do a War Chief just so people can experience it. Or you can live, whatever. We have like 40 more minutes to go, so however we sort of choose to do it.
Well, if we get through it and we manage to defeat him, then we can sort of attack it again in a different way.
There is that. So let's go ahead and start choosing some of the abilities, but once we get to 18 down there, this is actually for them to choose.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Booble the Handsome, what a name! I love it.
It's not ironic at all.
No, he's beautiful.
He's an assassin and he's mounted.
Right.
And basically, for every assault leader that we bring in to help Ellie take down this fortress, that also gives us the option to upgrade our attacking army. So
Right.
either to bring additional forces in, or to bring some other sort of upgrade, or artillery, or beasts.
Awesome.
So this first slot where we have Bubol, this
The
enables us.
Handsome. The Handsome.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Enables us to bring in some additional troops. So sappers, these are like basically that guy who was at the Battle of Helm's Deep who ran up, detonated the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Boom. So they're pretty great for helping us breach in through the gates. Mounted cavalry. The thing with Caragors as cavalry versus horses is they can climb. So this cavalry actually sort of living siege ladders. They
Right.
can go up and over the walls.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then finally, Olog High, who've got these massive clubs. So once again, these are our version of battering rams, as
Right.
well as being really powerful in combat as well.
Okay. We can choose whatever one we want to do for this one at the moment. Like, so they have stone walls. I mean, if we have anybody, they had 2 Caragors, so I wouldn't necessarily do mounted Caragors if they don't have anybody who's hurt by beasts, like a beast fodder guy. So like, but let's do whatever's coolest.
So they've got really powerful gates and they've got stone walls. So that's
Ah.
probably going to mean even with the sappers, it's going to be hard to blow those up.
Right. So maybe actually a Caragor one.
That'll get us over the walls, maybe take out some of the archers that are lining the walls. So
Right.
it seems like a
Oh,
fine
okay.
choice.
Let's do it.
And then in the second slot, again, now we've got a choice of more troops. These are combat troops, so savages. These are dual-wielding, axe-wielding guys, so really up close and carving their way through the defenders.
Right.
Defenders have got shield. They're going to absorb more incoming fire from archers, soak up more damage. So
Right.
if we can get in and have a breach and have these guys around us at the victory point, they're going to basically playing more on defense or attack.
Okay.
And hunters are spearmen. So if we were facing enemy Caragors, enemy
Right.
Ologs, different creatures, they're really effective at standing back and taking those down.
That's awesome. Since we have 2 Caragor riders, should we do something like Hunter Host? But then we also have Savages as our opponents' troops that they're bringing in. So strategically, which direction do we...
All
Whatever's
Ellie.
coolest too, yeah. Ellie, it's all you.
I usually like to bring defenders.
Alright. Cool.
Up some damage, yeah. Good. And now, and this thing, the number of assault leaders that you're bringing with you,
Right.
that actually grows as the game goes on, as we get deeper into the story, as the armies get larger. So here in Nurn, we're probably about halfway through the story. So that's where we've got the 4 assault leaders. But later in the story, and then as through other upgrades, we can bring as many as 6, and then we've even got additional army upgrades that we can bring in board
that's awesome.
as well. So the third slot is our artillery, and they're these massive siege beasts, so giants with big ballistas on their back. And what we can choose now is what sort of ammunition to equip them with. So fire is obviously great for just spreading general damage.
Right.
Poison's really effective, both against troops, but also if we had any enemies we were facing that had a weakness to fire. And Curse spreads terror among the enemies, and again is a good one to look for if they have particular weaknesses. We got Curse.
I'm gonna
Cool.
go
Go with
Curse.
that.
Damn it, Andy! Is some of the comments. Vote pants. Yeah, I like it. So we're going Curse? Yeah, let's do Curse.
And last, but by absolutely no means least, there's creatures. This is probably the hardest choice because they're all really awesome.
And this will also
Really
be
big
where you
ones.
guys will vote on this. So let
Oh, wow.
like Mike go through the discussion. I'm actually going to set up the vote, so we can do this. I would go off screen, but I like being. Actually, yeah. Go ahead, Mike. I'll get off screen for this.
So the thing with the Wild Drake, this is a fire-breathing young dragon. And the thing with that, he is wild. He's not tame. So he's going to be spreading chaos among our troops and among the enemy troops. But if Ellie breaks him, then we'll also be able to take him over and ride him around and use him in combat as well. The Wargraug is a little different. He's actually tamed. So he's a massive, hulking giant who can also climb towers, take down enemy artillery, help us claim victory points. So he's pretty awesome if we want to go King Kong. And Shelob's Brood. These are sort of swarms of these big spiders that can really wreak havoc among enemy troops. So spiders, giant Graug, or a wild and perilous Drake.
All right, so I just opened the vote for you guys to make that decision. So all of you guys who are hitting vote spiders prior to him finishing, You didn't vote yet, so do it again, and it'll count your votes. It won't recount, and you can change count or votes as well if you want to.
These are cool.
They love
So,
the spiders.
Spiders
yeah.
are cool.
You're
So-
right, Jared.
I told you, yeah.
Yeah.
We're also.
I was like, who isn't going to want a Drake?
I mean, I know.
Well, actually,
Look
the
at
ground,
this.
yeah,
See this?
Oh my
yes.
gosh. No Drake, you guys, come on.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Spiders is currently
Oh.
at 82%.
Wow,
I
spiders are
think
awesome.
spiders it is.
Hold on, let's let
Oh,
them.
oh, wait.
I want to see
Yeah,
the
good
final
chance.
choice, but 79.6 guys. Look, it's gaining. Something else is.
Oh.
Graug and Drake are actually pretty close at like 8 and 10%. So, but yeah, I know my chat. It's
Drake's awesome. That's great. That's spiders. It's a good choice.
All the choices are good.
Yeah,
you have
awesome.
disappointed them slightly.
No. I was actually hoping for the spider. I'm just surprised.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, you haven't disappointed at all. It's moved to 75.6% though. So as you can see, not at all close.
All right, let's do it.
All right, yeah, let's go ahead and do spiders. I'm gonna close that one out. I feel so proud you guys didn't let me down. It was just like, they're gonna do spiders. I'm convinced it's gonna be spiders. So we stopped the vote, so now we're doing spiders. And I mean, one thing, for those of you guys who are interested in Graugs, because there was about 10% of you that I saw doing Graugs, there are siege beasts that we can climb up. And actually, let's ride one. I think that would be
We
really
can
cool.
try. We can't guarantee these things. It's going to be chaotic.
Oh yeah, sometimes
Who
they
knows?
die in the very
Yes.
beginning.
It's not like we've scripted this in any way, shape, or
Right.
form. Anything can happen.
If we catch one in time, let's try to ride one.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. So fun not knowing how these are going to turn out.
Oh, totally. Also, it's hard to hear us at this point, and let's
Oh, okay.
make so I'll change the volume, but so right now they all hear this. But when they all start talking, same rules handling. We no comments during any orc conversation.
My lads told me you brought an army with you. I'm looking, and I don't see anything I'd call an army. You will not capture our fortress this day. Not our keep, not our walls. Your bodies will be ripped to pieces, pressed into the mud before our mighty gates.
Now's the time to strike, Moss. On your order, of course.
They should thank us for bringing war to their gates. Instead, they spout nonsense. I say we should go in there and teach them some manners.
All right. Oh yeah, that helmet's been gotten pretty popular because you can't see through it really.
Yeah.
So that's pretty fun. Spider shelter.
Okay, what are we going to do first? So there we can see the curse. Oh, there actually, they have the poison artillery.
Right.
So you can actually, if you can shoot or if Ellie can shoot the ammo packs on the back, that's a really good way to weaken these guys as
Right.
well.
We also have our own.
We can mount our own siege beast and actually use that as artillery, so we can fire these cursed projectiles at the walls.
All right.
You can actually see that if you see the first victory point near that A,
Yeah.
a bunch of these guys are already dazed.
Right.
I bet that's the spiders already in there, just spreading some chaos.
I mean, to quote
Yeah.
Sir Spiffy, we bring spooters. So, yeah, let's bring them in.
Okay, so now the siege beast has had the artillery blasted off his back, and that enables us to take over, ride him, and actually climb straight over these walls.
Oh, I love
Maybe
that
even take
sprint.
out some of the enemy artillery.
I think you
See,
already
there
took
we
him
go.
out already.
Oh, he's broken. Oh,
There you go.
look at that. Boom.
Oh, now they're gonna do the punching battle.
Oh,
Oh. I love it. Oh, man, it's like they're. Oh, that
and
was
he's
out.
done. So we've actually can destroy their artillery, and then yeah,
Might as well. Oh, I love that they're doing like the sucker punch. Turtle fight. Close ogre Plaguebringer.
Also, while Ellie was up there busy taking out those Graugs, you can see around that victory point, one of our followers is bleeding out. So if you see the bleeding over the top,
Yeah.
and then the circle that's bleeding out, so these guys can obviously...
love to blunder your way into our fall, but you don't get very far. And you don't blunder back out alive!
Let's see about that.
So I like rock and sock and grog bots. That's
Yeah, exactly.
This time, little help!
His name is Bootlick.
Yep. So he is quite wisely taking off, and now see that guy that was broken by the Growl
Ooh.
in combat. I think he's he
Oh, is
who
this
we
my
looked
guy?
at before. Yeah, that's the Drake Slayer.
Oh,
that
that's
we checked
awesome.
out before. So now,
That's our guy.
oh, he's now.
I aimed at the wrong guy.
Oh, you did? Did
Yeah.
you shadow Brand?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, of course. I was
Shadow
just-
dominated
I
the
thought
wrong
he was
guy.
one of our
Okay.
followers.
No,
so
he's our guy.
just
Here
show
we
him
go,
who's
here we go.
boss. Yeah, the guy with the broken.
There we
icon.
go.
Oh,
Got a high five in the face.
painted. So we can recruit him. We can shame him just to give him a lesson and hunt him down later in the world, or let him go and fight him to the death if we want that sweet gear. But it's all.
I mean,
I mean, he looks really cool.
I love
think I need
the
him on
body
my
paint.
army.
That's really cool. Yeah.
We need him.
Some people are saying shame, shame,
Yeah.
shame.
We'll shame. Don't worry, guys. I'm a big fan of shame.
Skak the Painted. Come on, he's so cool.
He is pretty
We got it.
You want to try to save the guy who's right at your feet? Oh, never mind.
It's a random grunt. Got that shot in too. Oh, nice use of the AoE. Another upgrade we've got now is you can add the different elemental effects onto the Elven Light, the
Right.
AoE, so you can use that to poison or to freeze, or in this case to start a fire around the victory point.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's awesome. And so now, the help of the followers fills up that first victory point. Claimed it. There's another broken guy back there too.
Oh, that's Warchi.
Oh, is it? Oh, sweet. You should both shame this one for all of you. Did I hear a knock at the door? I don't know. Maybe I did. I don't know. Maybe Andy's coming back.
First guy that had the audacity to tell Ellie she wasn't going to take this for.
Yeah. So as you guys requested, we'll shame now.
Yep.
14.
So that really messes with their mind, but he's going to survive. He's back out there in the region. When we meet him later, he's going to remember this. So it's a really good way to build up and develop more stories with these guys. Our movement can now rapidly climb up the side of buildings, and
Right.
of course we have the double jump and we have the aerial slow-mo. So
Oh no!
I tried.
Nazu!
the execution. But even that, so a few things now. He's dead, so here's that nice bow that he's left for us. Oh, and a rare
Actually-
rune to upgrade the ring with as
Right.
well.
Nazu actually left the room. One of our, the painted guy that we just dominated just killed the other captain, and that's how we got that bow. It's just,
Nice.
just in the corner. I was like, oh, look at that. That was sick.
And so on the Ring of Power, on the new ring, the
Right.
key stat that's on that is your focus, which affects the slow-mo. So
Uh-huh.
that's your ability to slow time in range, but also to use other moves like the dash and the
Right.
sprint. Oh yeah, and we've got the other trait as well. So the thing we get now that's quite fun is on the rare or above items, we can see that says the Lunar Rune, and that came from Nazu the Executioner.
Right.
Now we have a challenge on that, where if three, which actually this particular challenge, a fort assault, is a nice place to have this. If our followers defeat 3 enemies, we'll then unlock an extra attribute where all of our allies are going to take 10% less damage.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that will really immortalize Nazu the Executioner because it unlocks his name and a little
Right.
quote from him as well. So on Shadow of Mordor, we'd find people would get these relationships with these orcs and kind of be a little sad when they finally killed them and
Right.
wanted a way to remember them. So now the way you can remember them forever is through your favorite gear and your loot and actually immortalizing them.
I love the idea of just looking at your sword. It's like, I miss you.
I miss you.
Slash,
bang,
slash,
bang, bang. Yeah, it's very, okay.
Everybody's saying it's like Aslar, Natsu. they fell in love with Azu.
This bow really.
Yeah, but even like the Demolisher, like that gear that you got from him,
Uh-huh.
well, he will live forever.
Ooh. It's a good
Oh,
one.
better bow.
Yeah, a little bit better. Let's see.
Ready to capture this.
You're having a developing fan club, Ellie.
Cool.
Press F to pay respect. That's right.
Oh, there's a Is that a collectible or is that money?
It looks. Oh, up above. That's actually one of the talking collectibles.
Oh, okay. Well, we won't grab that now. But in the future, the little Gondorian icon there with the tree and the crescent moon, that's one of the collectibles to get and learn more about the background and the history. So our mounted combat on the Caragors, we've expanded that a lot as well now. So you can also use the glaive and the spear. And you can build up your might bar. The might bar is the orange one above the mini-map to enable you to do special moves and execution kills and all enemies.
Like stabbing in the leg.
And yes.
Oh no, Caragor down!
You won't make it to the Overlord. I'll see you spread across the ground to this fort. A feast for the seething maggots.
It's hard to actually see the exact detail on that guy, but if you look really closely, he's actually got individual little
You can see the
maggots
maggots in there.
squirming around in the pits in his flesh.
It is gross.
And his name's Wordwicker, so he likes to be on.
He likes it.
To lick his own maggots.
Metawing, no, you can't ride the spiders. Oh, you're doing this part again. So that gains you a lot of might, which is what's really nice about it.
Yeah, and builds up your hit counter. It's
Right.
a really good move in combat.
Ooh!
I'll give him a favour. It looks painful.
I don't know, he's a Wormlicker. He's into that kind of thing.
What do we get? What's the Wormlicker going to give us? Okay. Oh, dagger. And so now, third victory point is captured, and all of the war chiefs are defeated. The rest of the army's actually surrendered at this point, so it's really handy if you want to just go around. You can find one of the enemies and just drain them, get your health ready for the final battle.
Right.
Probably do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Actually, so time-wise, we've been on about half an hour. So, I mean, we had the discussion about, someone who asked about spiders, there's a spider right back there.
Oh, wow, in the chaos.
Yeah, you can see these
Oh,
guys.
he's cheering for us.
Yeah, I think it's the really cute when they actually, he's dead. You killed the spider. But yeah, at the end, they kind of like cheer, which I think is really cute.
Well, and the other guy, and the enemies that are defeated will kneel down, so you can just walk up to them and add them to your army as
Take 'em
well.
right then.
Yeah.
So, well, my
I
point,
totally forgot the spiders.
it's okay.
And they
I
were
saw
there
a couple.
spreading chaos.
Yeah, I
They
saw-
helped us a lot, though.
Yep.
That first point.
Oh yeah, that first point when everybody was
They really
dazed,
helped.
that was actually
Yeah.
them, yeah. But she killed the spooter. No spooters. So, well, my point was, is if we, like, it's only been about half an hour and we have about an hour to do stuff, so that might give us an opportunity to try to do a reroll, maybe either charge through as quickly as it can,
We're
or...
gonna get the Overlord first, though, right?
Yeah, well, I was gonna say,
not
do you want
yet.
to do you want to die, or do you want
Well, I
to...
can't die now.
You can't die now? Oh. Well, I was
too
gonna give them the
close.
opportunity to pull out a war chief and stuff like that.
No.
Okay.
It's like,
I got this.
I'm
card,
sorry!
guys.
I'm sorry!
I got it. We'll just get this guy real quick.
Alright.
and plus we got to summon the bodyguard.
We gotta summon the bodyguard. We
Yep.
gotta show the legendary gear we'll get from this guy. Like,
Yeah.
we gotta let this guy badmouth
He
us.
taunted us in the beginning. We can't let him get away with that.
Right.
See who we promote. So we'll get to show a couple of.
Those who dare stand before the lord of this fort are swiftly put to death.
That's right. And yet you're still here.
Oh, snap!
Dark comments being shared there. Look at all, I love the knives on his bandolier to throw. That's nice.
It's gonna be hard.
He's got the throwing knives as well.
Oh yeah. All right, so let's bring in our bro.
Okay, first let's just remind ourselves of how incredibly tough this guy is.
That's what it looks like he's
Oh,
saying.
the fear of
yeah.
pinning. That
We'll
is
do that.
literal Achilles heel.
Yeah, it'll be perfect.
Yeah. Shooting him in the heel is his Achilles heel.
Shoot him in the foot. He does look Kratos. He does look a little bit like God of War, doesn't he?
Kratos. Yeah. He let himself go and lived in Mordor for a while.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, nice slide.
Ooh. Don't forget our bodyguard.
Okay.
One of the biggest joys is to see someone else taking out some of the fight. All right, so he's shown up and should be somewhere.
I think we might have lost him.
Did we lose him in the fight?
We lost him in the fight. That's the one I tried to save, but I didn't get to him in time.
Oop, I saw a couple chats and a couple chat comments saying you lost him.
Yeah.
I was like, no, we didn't. We're fine. Sorry, I should have trusted you guys.
Oh, you.
Oh,
So the glaive you can use in combat as well. It's really handy.
right.
double
that's
charge it to do combos too.
Right, the charge up one. Oh man. Oh noes.
Actually, almost did.
Oh noes. So I got a question from Lord Clamoring, which
Yep.
is just letting you guys know as
Oh, mighty shot. as well.
we're focusing on this right now, but as in like when you ask things like how many regions, we're not talking about that at the moment. We're here to support Ellie. Mike and I, cheerleaders. So, pom-poms and all. Which, I don't have any pom-poms. I should have brought pom-poms. That would have been awesome.
You haven't got the pom pom?
No, I forgot the pom-poms. I got confused with setting up the stream and everything.
So the archers are positioned up around the balcony.
Right.
They're a really good opportunity to go and dominate them and then actually flip them
Oh,
from
yeah.
being a threat into being.
Get health.
Nice.
I don't see pom-poms. Ooh, the poison shot.
Oh, tell you what, also your Elven Rat's fully charged.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that would be a sick moment.
So the blue bar on the right that goes all the way around,
Right.
that's Elven Rat. So that enables Celebrity Law to come out and kick ass.
Oh, you got him going down. Oh. Not quite. So, I got a comment which was like, oh, you're doing it, which was like, are you immortal right now? No, not at all.
No. That
We
was
almost
close
died.
to death.
Yeah.
But that brief period, so if you save up the Elven Wrath, that gives you a little taste of immortality.
Oh yeah. So should we? I don't want to shame them because I want to show them the legendary gear.
Oh,
So-
we'll fight him to the death.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There we go. Fight to the death.
Wrong.
Yeah, a lot of people saying die, die, die. So yeah, fight to the death it is.
Oh,
It's the Achilles heel. That's what you
He
said.
lived so long and then died with an arrow in the eye.
It happens sometimes. You know, the best overlords do what they can. Oh man. We didn't get any like new armor to show off necessarily either.
I think some might have dropped.
You listen. You can hear the thunder of our enemies' feet as they flee. While we feast in victory, they quake in fear, because they know that we are coming for them. Witness the rise of Mordor! Witness the rise of the Bright Lord!
Flag in this fortress. And then, so now we own the fortress,
Right.
which also means we own the region.
All right. I'm gonna set up the opportunity for us to choose who we want as our overlord.
Oh yeah, cool.
So I'm gonna hop off screen for a second.
All right. And then any gear that we didn't pick up in the course of the fight, so that legendary dagger, the purple one, that would have come. That's your reward for shooting him in the butt, and some nice armor as well.
All right. So, oh wow, we got a
The
lot.
backstabbing dagger.
Yeah.
So we lost our bodyguard, right? So
Yep.
Yeah.
that's all right. I'm gonna put in Farrell because that like the horn guy because I know that guy was cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put
Yeah.
that guy as an option. Let's look at a couple other ones.
Is my painter still alive?
Oh, your painter? Oh, Skak the Painted.
The
Oh yeah.
Mystic.
Let's do
He should be an
Skak.
option.
He's an option
Oh
now.
wow! Although he would also make a cool bodyguard, so it's sort of a shame to leave him
Ah,
back
that's
there.
a good point.
That is a good
Oh.
point. Yeah. Let's do Drake Killer. Rat Attack.
He's feral too, though. Well, yeah. It doesn't matter.
I mean, but it's up to them to kind of choose. Let's see. Booble, of course, Booble, because he's handsome.
And plus, if you've got the Marauder Fortress, you're going to get more cash as
Ooh.
you go and wander around.
That's another
through
good point
the
too.
region.
Yeah. Okay, so I think out of those four is
Are we going to check
probably.
them all out? Oh, really? We can only do 4?
Well, no, we can do way more than 4. I'm just like,
It's
The Damned is pretty cool.
he is cool. I just wanted to stick with people that we all kind of had a relationship with.
All right.
Some people are asking to see all the options. Some people are already starting to vote on who they want.
All right. We'll check them all. Why not?
Yeah, well, we can check them all.
Machine. This is a cool fortress.
I'm just gonna put machine in there if people
Yeah.
just want to do a machine. I don't really know who Naruk the Thinker is.
He's a thinker. You kind of want that in an Overlord.
I guess that's a good
Bit of
point.
thinking.
I prefer more of a knower though. I knew it.
I like a feel.
a feeler.
And a warmonger.
Well, that's a good one too.
Had that.
okay.
We just had
All right.
warmonger.
So, okay, so out of that, everybody, I selected Feral, Skak, Ratak, Booble, and a machine option. That's how we're going to do that. It's not necessarily
That's
very...
not a very
exa-
consistent
Oh, no, it's
schema.
not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
But we're going with that just simply because we want you guys to be able to vote on which ones. And I forgot some of the names. So, but let's go ahead and look at some of the guys, too. to see.
Machine.
I'm gonna come back on screen. Ugh. I returned.
Wow.
So let's see. Right now it's split pretty down the middle. Machine and Feral are currently the
interesting.
leading options. Let's keep looking at some of them just so people can be reminded. I mean, if we kill this guy though, we get an epic weapon, so that's fun.
And plus, he's awesome.
Oh god, he's really cool. I really like that guy because he looks good. Feral is currently... Skak is pretty sick too with the cursed weapons and the mystic. Like, that's awesome as well. Feral is still in the lead. Machine is following closely.
Where's the machine guy?
Booble and Skak are low. This is the machine guy. That's it. See, he's an awesome fortress, and I like the like single sword look. But compared to everybody else, he's a little bit less.
He can grow into it.
Yeah, he grow
Develop.
into it. He's one of those growing into
Yeah.
it guys. Feral's still in the lead, pretty high. The Marauder. I love the way the Marauder ones look. They look really good.
Because this guy's so cool.
Yeah, he's just is cool. Okay, I think that's the one that everybody's going. 40% still. Go with the one that Tro the dinosaur says. Go with the one that nobody wants. Shake it up. No, we'll go.
It's
We'll
the
go Ubreno.
principle of democracy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. And our war chiefs get promoted too. It's legit.
Yeah, so those guys can move in. They can help defend the fortress. And then when we fight the defenses, of course, there's kind of the reverse of the assault. So we
Right.
have to defend the victory points, take down the waves of
Right.
incoming enemies.
Oh, that's
I'm
awesome.
going to equip that dagger in honor of Og.
Dagger of War. Hell yeah. And the Numenorian armor, just so people can see it too.
Thing that's nice here. So now the feral tribe's in control of this. So on the left here, that's actually drake bait. So because they're so good at hunting and bringing down different creatures, they've actually brought down this drake that they're kind of carving little bits of jerky off. And if we shoot that,
Should we
at
bring-
any time, that's going to be bait.
Should we bring a Drake in and just take it out?
Why not?
All right. Drake's
I'll
coming.
fly it around.
Yeah.
We've got a little-
Why
Where's he
not?
going? He should be attracted to that. Yeah,
There
here
he
he
is.
comes.
So this is what you guys could have had over spiders, but I mean,
It's never too late.
never too late. I mean, so time-wise, it's been about 40 minutes.
Oh,
so
nice.
Oh yeah, they're all helping. Oh, there it is.
We are flying.
Drake time.
Sauron's domain is now much smaller.
Yay!
These are a nice way to get around. And we can also just get a nice little tour. They have the monument there that made from all the bones. And then we can continue to upgrade this fortress as well. So as you add more garrisons, the tower and the keep are going to
Right.
grow. You'll have more war chiefs defending. You have more upgrades available during the battle.
Oh, that's awesome.
Don't you want to put our dagger on?
Yeah, let's show them the
Yeah.
items
All
too.
right.
Let's see.
Some more bait there. You can have 2 drakes. Actually, this one will be friendly. Then they can fight.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Wow. So we have to stick around the fortress just as a
So
reminder.
There's friendly ones here.
Okay.
And
Oh, good. The dagger really quick.
Oh yeah,
sure.
let's check out the legendary stuff. I want to show them because legendary sets are so interesting. Ooh, look at that. That's a good looking one.
And the thing with the legendary ones, not only is it going to look like that, but as you upgrade them, the legendary gear actually levels up. So
Right.
it'll actually evolve even more in terms of how it looks and fits in
that's
with
awesome.
the entire set. And a lot of the challenges around how to upgrade the legendary gear are around challenges in the Nemesis system and building your army. So
Right.
in this case, it's dominating an orc from the Warmonger tribe of level 40. So that's like a good goal for us in terms of leveling up, in terms of tracking down a warmonger, and then I guess the way to end up with these legendary sets really involves hunting and tracking these particular types of orcs and classes and tribes.
Oh, that's awesome. I want to take a moment to note
66? Did that say 66% chance of curse on quick throw?
stealth attacks light enemies on fire, but look at that
Wow.
set bonus. You will periodically explode.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Italians is like, sorry guys, I lit a fuse and it will never ever stop exploding.
Yeah.
Just cheese. Okay.
Do you want the
Oh yeah, he's still around, so they should fight.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Let's bring one in. So now we have the option. Do we want to try to do another hierarchy cycle so that people can see some of the other stuff?
Sure.
Or I mean, cool. That works. Let's bring in that other Drake too. Oh.
Should be killing.
Or did just summon the other one originally too? I don't see anything on the minimap.
Yeah.
Ah no. Oh well.
Oh.
All right.
Oh. So we got
Come
we had a question, which is why was there no speech for the Overlord from Fargate Blotted? Because from the game, the first gameplay trailer that we showed, there was a speech from the Overlord. So like, why is it Talion now?
Oh, wait, oh, right. Just the order of events in which they're happening. So,
Okay.
Actually, when you promote the Overlord, sometimes they'll have the confirmation, but the actual flow of when you're capturing the fortress, we've now moved that. So that's Talion and Celebrimbor giving that speech.
There you
And
go.
that puts you in the right spot so that you're there ready to jump down
Right.
and kind of reoccupy your fortress as well.
Oh, that's awesome. So there
So
you go.
that's just an example of how things evolve during
Right.
the course of development as we finish things and close things. Wish that other dragon turned up. Oh,
Yeah.
well, he's out there somewhere.
Okay, but in response to others, the other one aren't
Yeah.
one flying around.
Well, the fun thing is, so if you've got a dragon,
Mm-hmm.
a drake, as part of your army when you're beginning,
Right.
and then it's a feral fortress, so there's multiple ones there,
Right.
and you can summon one. You can have like 4, or even more, I guess, in some cases, drakes flying around up there. It's
Oh,
just
that's awesome.
crazy.
Okay, so with that, should we do a recycle and go ahead and
Sure.
like pull out? Okay, so I'm gonna switch to hosts real quick as we do some magic in the background. So, but go ahead and start pouring in some questions while we're kind of in this middle conversation point, just so that you guys have an opportunity to. Because we've been honestly missing a couple of your questions based off the fact that gotta let Mike talk and gotta let Ellie show her badassery and what we'll be doing here. But now there's a moment for questioning, so why not? I did that really quick. It's got so much practice. We did this in Europe all the time, so it was definitely something of just over and over again. We had the chance of practicing switching builds and back and forth. Someone, your shirt multipass is a common.
Lily Dallas multipass.
Oh yeah,
Big bada boom.
bing bada boom. Actually, it's there again and ready to go. So we can go ahead.
Gonna be Warmonger?
It might not be.
Okay, well.
It might not be. Should I hide it for a second just in case?
Yeah.
I can hide it real quick.
Oh, it's machine.
Oh, it's machine. Okay, we're
nice,
good.
nice.
Nice.
Sorry about that.
We don't need to hide
It's all
anything.
good.
We know we're good. We're good.
We talked about this yesterday. Sorry.
Yeah.
Forgot.
That's okay. But let me grab some questions too.
There you go.
Can someone show us big spiders? No. Biggest fortress in the game if the answer. No, that depends on you. You gotta level up the fortress actually.
Yeah, so we saw that down the side as well. So that was 3 war chiefs, so that's
Right.
halfway there. So 6 is
6.
the largest we have at
So it
this
gets
point.
bigger.
Yeah, and plus those guys can then have their bodyguards in turn, so it can get pretty intense.
That's awesome. Real Warden was asking, can orcs see the glaive? Which is a really interesting question. That's actually, I don't know that one.
I think they definitely can see that manifestation because
Right.
in the same way when we use the deadly spectre skill and things like that, so the last known
Right.
position, they can be drawn to inspect and investigate that stuff.
Right, that makes sense. Let's actually take out a war chief for this one, so that people can get a chance
Okay,
to see.
sure. Chance to weaken the fortress before
Yeah.
we assault it. Oh, we should set a new bodyguard first as
Ooh,
well.
yeah, I can see that. Let's see. Jim
Oh, wow.
Jamma, can overlords find out your spies are and kill them, even if they're not actually spies?
Yes, actually, both those things, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
in fact, when I was testing this yesterday, I had a spy. Came out, killed him, and there's some great like conversation between our orcs and us when it's just like, we didn't have a spy. Like,
Yeah.
it's hilarious.
Yeah,
I think-
they're pretty paranoid. Which is good. Oh, the Karagor Tamer.
That's a good one.
So he's also a Beastmaster, but different tribe. And he's got a Karagor pack with him, so that's pretty
Ooh, that's
epic.
nice, yeah. I see a question from Forden, which was, what difficulty we on? We're on normal right now. It's also, Ellie's fantastic. So if you guys read any of the press follow-ups that we did from the last couple weeks, a lot of them talked about how difficult it was, because it is very difficult if you're not Ellie.
Well, yeah, that's true.
No,
Everyone can be-
I'm
but,
definitely building it up. It's total. Yeah, go ahead.
and we do have easy mode as well.
Yes, we do
So
have easy mode.
that's the thing. Last time we didn't have difficulty modes. This time we've got in both directions.
we
So
got a
hard
legendary.
is genuinely hard. Normal is challenging.
Right.
And you get some. And of course, a Fort Assault is going to be one of the largest, most crazy, chaotic
Oh, yeah.
cases of all. So just dropping somebody into the middle of that is going to make it
super hard. And I mean,
Um,
and on top of that too, one of the things, a lot of the guys that I worked with were able to be their overlords because we had strategies that we were able to encourage them to use. The game can be extremely hard if you ignore the weaknesses, or it can be, very intelligent.
Can I answer that one?
Go for it.
Will we see larger battles outside fortresses? We do actually have some big pitched battles out in the open as well. So that's pretty cool.
That's a good one. I love how. What's his bonus traits? We have a legendary on our team.
Oh, great strength. So that's enormous damage with that weapon.
Fanatical gang with warriors. That's awesome.
Fanatical gangs are fun because if you attack him, they're going to become enraged. When they're
that's cool.
enraged, they're going to do more damage. They're going
Yeah.
to attack more aggressively, unblockable attacks. He's pretty awesome.
This is the
Warbanner.
I
Oh,
love
wow, this
commanders
guy's-
as
guy's
bodyguards because they just bring so much with them.
Yeah.
And marauders are one of my
Marauder
favorites.
with the hail of bolts, so the twin. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh.
I think we need this guy.
Yeah, I would like this guy
The
as a bodyguard
legend.
if possibly.
The legend, and of course, he's legendary. So, if the worst should come to pass, and he should die in your service, you're going to get some cool shit.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
And so now we have to choose which war chief to take down. We've got Lorm the Haunted, Cursed, and Mystic. Also a commander,
Right.
but vulnerable to poison. So
That's your mighty shot, right?
Yep, Venom.
Okay.
Venom Mighty Shot.
So you can apply different augments to your abilities. Mighty Shot's one of the ones where you can do poison, ice, or fire. And I happen to know that Ellie's setup has poison on it. So Mighty Shot, take this guy, make him sick.
It's
And
cursed though.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
Make my bow difficult to use.
if he hits you, though, I mean,
True.
And also the Elven Wrath curse will drain that out.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I actually did not know that part.
It's pretty dangerous.
Confused
stop him.
haberdashers asking you not to kill this one. Actually,
Aw, well,
You can
we'll-
always
we'll look at
dominate
the
him.
other
That
guy.
works too.
Yeah.
that's true.
Warmonger. Trickster. Yeah,
Terrified
these
of
guys.
Caragors.
Ah,
Can summon our Caragor.
yeah.
Ooh, that's cool.
nice.
That's a good one.
And
Oh,
flammable.
Oh, that.
Oh, it's a match
These are-
made in heaven.
These are
Easy pickings. Guys.
Yep.
So this is actually an example of how they can be a little bit easier for Dassault, because our last one, we didn't have guys who had these weaknesses we could exploit as easily. This one, they have a little bit more exploitable. Versus the opposite may be true with our Overlord, who has no exploitable weaknesses.
Actually, I saw just a question previously. Someone was asking the special weapons or
Yeah.
attack from the Warmonger tribe, and it's these gauntlets. So they can actually use these big gauntlets to actually lock your weapon in place when you're in combat as well.
Oh man, that's awesome.
And that's a struggle.
Arrowproof though.
So we have, ooh, that's a tough one.
Frostproof.
So we have about 20-ish minutes.
Okay.
So we can rush a fortress assault.
You're cheating the time again, aren't you? Let's do that.
I'm not cheating anytime.
Really? I thought it was two. Okay.
It's because we started a little late,
Okay.
and then we have an hour of gameplay we're allowed to share.
Ah,
Not an hour
I
of
see.
stream, an hour of gameplay.
Right.
What do we do?
So we can pour.
All these is totally unknown. There's the mystery war chief.
Right.
Yeah.
So is there item quality better than legendary? Freddy 9088. That's the top.
Legendary is the top, but there is in the sense that once you've got legendary, you can continue to upgrade the levels of it as well.
Oh, that's awesome. Let's actually pull out a war chief.
Serpent.
So track this guy down.
Sure, let's do it.
He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 bodyguards. That's gonna be good.
That's
Aw,
perfect.
man.
That's a perfect one. Make it
Day-
hard.
My day has come.
He's and he's hanging out right near the fortress here, so it's
perfect.
Cool. It's a trap.
Darken the Necromancer. For those upgrades at the beginning, do you only get them for one battle, or do they stay?
They stay, so and then you can choose between them as you unlock more
Right.
of them.
So there you go.
They do only stay for that one
This
region.
war chief believes he has us where he wants us. Let us show him the error of his ways.
Oh, triggered trap. I love it.
It's a trap. We know it's a trap.
Let's see. Notice that some Uruks had bars above their heads in the army screen. Centaur owns. You might be referring to the ones where, as you move time forward, so like if you die or if you do a mission,
yes.
that's them going through missions.
Yeah, so they're on a mission in
Right.
the world. They could be hunting or proving themselves or in the fight pit or throwing a feast. And as time passes, basically those missions get resolved
Right.
automatically. Last time in Shadow of Mordor, every time passed, we resolved every mission, but now some of them have an amount of time that they take.
There you go. What was that? It's like Crusher.
Crusher, yeah, that was
The Crusher.
So even though this isn't the assault, we've still got to infiltrate the fortress. Oh, there's that worm. That's probably handy to learn about that other.
Yeah, I can see that. A bunch of people are asking us to unlock the skill above.
Oh yeah, we did have a. Oh, so we
No.
can actually getting the strengths and weaknesses of one of
this
his
guy?
body, or of one of the bodyguards we're about to face now. Could be handy.
Do it either way you want
I think we
to.
have intel.
What is
Oh no, but the bodyguards are going to be here too.
Mystigan73 asks, what is the biggest enemy in the game? I mean, do you think that's like the
Sauron?
Sauron?
Yeah.
Not the Balrog? I mean, height-wise?
Balrog.
We're talking about height.
Oh, straight up height?
Straight up height, like
Balrog.
size, yeah. Not like oomph.
Right,
Like
yeah.
physical, if I put one in a room, which one would
it's the
limit
Balrog,
the
yeah.
volume of water I
When-
could fill in afterward?
When his Mimi was drawing little lines on
Yeah.
the wall to monitor his growth,
Aw.
Sauron was the no, Balrog. He's very sensitive about it too.
Yeah, I can understand that. Let's see. Can we convert overlords without fighting them? Ask Lokic. Convert. So you have to break down an overlord first.
Yes.
Because it's like a normal orc.
Yep.
So I think actually the answer is no to what you're asking, but you can dominate an overlord. Like as Ellie showed, she had the option to recruit, shame, or fight to the death, and we just chose to kill the guy so we get the cool blade.
Statue there. Did you want to just maybe unlock another skill? So we get rid of that, would you? So here we go.
Wow. Is that a singer? Oh, it's a.
Okay.
If it's the singer, you guys.
It's getting intense.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, no,
Oh,
never mind.
no. It
Sorry,
lied.
it lied.
Alright.
This is a pre-release.
Let me just check this guy again real quick.
Oh, really?
Terrified of Caragors.
Alright.
It's gold.
Okay, alright.
Is that a pirate? It's
Hey.
And we just happen to have a Caragor.
Caragor.
Even your isn't the bodyguard mounted as well?
He is. Oh, there he is.
Come on, buddy.
Recruit
Put this
snafu.
together.
Wanted me? Here I am. My face will be the last thing you see.
And then he's gonna run.
Terrified.
Oh, you know what I wanted.
Actually,
Oh, where
my
you go?
backside will be the last thing you see as I flee.
Today.
Oh, you want to take him over?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, nice. So Ellie's using the Shadow Dominate whenever she's doing that.
That's my fave.
Right, that's a really high level skill.
Yep.
So shame.
Take him.
Oh, take him.
He's got a lot of bodyguards.
Oh, that's
Strategy,
true.
Jared.
Strat. But isn't he gonna run away immediately now because his Caragor's around him?
Yeah, he's gonna take.
Oh no.
But I completely.
So he's recruited.
Right.
He's
Come back,
Whoa,
but
whoa.
these guys are still here.
Oh, why is the more scared?
There's a lot going. Whoa! Oh no!
Oh, he's a poet.
Bugs.
Oh, he's terrified too. And there he
Oh,
goes.
look! It's because he's
They're all running.
just
They're all
got
reaching.
killed.
Terrified. I wonder what they all were scared of. Get this guy on your side.
Oh,
I think it's the war chief being killed. I think they decided that was a good time to break and run. We can
man.
fight another day.
I can see that.
no.
Oh,
Oh.
and Kitty.
Hey.
And see, not sure if you already answered this, but can you make everyone on your side except the leader? Laser game, you can make all the war chiefs and captains on your side except the overlord. Yeah.
And except some are unbreakable, and some have iron will,
Right.
which means they're never going to work for you.
Right, right. Oh, you did Balefire. Oh man, that Caragor is gonna move up through the army.
Oh, let him
soon.
kill you,
I
let him
know,
kill you.
no, okay.
Oh, except Tonal gets promoted.
Oh, the Caragor gets promoted. He becomes the overlord of the Legion. Oh man. Rawr. That would honestly be one of my favorite features to one day do for like an April 1st.
It was there, it was there. Oh, so now,
Oh, the
time
serpent.
moves forward.
Alright.
These guys get to level up.
Did he just fall off?
He
oh,
did.
he did. Oh man,
That's sad.
that guy died.
But the good thing, if we had the time to go back and conquer the fortress, is it's now going to be easier because one of the war chiefs
We took
has
him out,
been
yeah.
eliminated, as well as removing all of those bodyguards that he
Right.
had from the defense as well.
We have 3 minutes. Do you want to just charge and go for it?
Oh.
Go, Ellie, go. Oh man. I mean, technically, we had a break in the middle of it to let Andy out, and then
Good point.
and then also during that, there was a couple times we had to stop for the vote. So go, and
Sappers,
do the
yeah.
Drake or Wargraug this time.
Savages. This is full.
Everybody in chat, chant, go.
People say
The more you chat, the faster it will happen. I swear.
best form of attack is defense, but really the best form of attack is definitely attack.
I mean, technically,
That's my personal
Yeah.
favorite. It's just
there you go.
When in doubt,
Go.
attack.
We got lots of goes in
Go,
chat.
go, go.
Perfect. Italian, walk faster.
It's the satyrs.
Oh, that's gonna be sick.
I love the machine for it.
It's a good looking one.
It's like the cover of Pink Floyd's Animals.
I haven't seen that cover.
It's the Battersea Power Station in London.
That's awesome.
You call that an army? Don't make me laugh!
That's a bug.
You couldn't take over a privy!
It's
much
okay.
less this fort!
Okay. Bugs are not okay.
Sorry, lot!
Don't talk over him.
I'm talking over it. He's saying the same thing the other guy did.
The fantasies in this fortress
Okay.
come day
Ah,
and
he's
night
saying
to
something
the
different.
glory
But
of
the thing is, in the
Dark
game,
Lord.
by the time you'd reached this
Soon you
point,
will
Right.
it
see
would have
them.
been because you'd built up a
Soon
particular
you
story,
will
and you had a statement
fuel
story,
them.
and he would be able to speak to those things.
Very true.
We are eager and ready, Bright Lord.
Remember this! Machines tend to break down when you're jamming an orc's head in between their gears!
That's a great
That's
comment.
awesome. I love it.
So, I mean, one of the things about this is a, we're in alpha still, or pre-release kind of thing. So it's like, this is what we have. You guys get to see some of the development. That was dope. Yeah. Dude, I love that line. It's like jam orc's head in that.
Shoot one.
There's our
Oh,
ground. There he
yes.
goes. Oh, there we go. How about him? He doesn't want you on
He's
him
going
yet.
for that. He's attacking that wall. He's bashing the wall. It's pretty cool.
Do you think that that's why
He can actually breach that wall as well, potentially.
Oh yeah. But now you're gonna just climb over. He's been trained to break walls, but
Yeah, I
now.
think he's got to break the wall.
Really? Oh, he doesn't let you.
There you go.
He's busy.
He had. Oh, there we go.
Not too busy for that.
Woo!
Look at that sap. Oh, sappers blew the gate as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice. That's the way to enter.
Bugs are-
Guys
So we
are
can see,
already
look, the guys are here, the point's already half captured, so
Right.
taking that time to break it down, take out the war chiefs ahead of time, assassinate it, even infiltrate spies, can just make a huge difference to
that's
assaulting
awesome.
the fortress.
And go, capture.
It's one.
Hug the successor.
Guy. Gonna raise time.
Don't have enough time. Just go.
Just
So let's see. So official time wise, let's see that. Okay, I know the official time wise still.
all right. We might not have time for the Overlord fight. We'll probably get into the
Alright.
points.
Oh, I love
There's
it when you
always
bail
speed
fire.
things up. Yep. And so Balefire is the combination. It combines all the effects of poison and
Right.
fire. So if you've got a poison barrel and incinerate it, you get the Balefire.
Oh man. Oh, go.
You overstepped your bounds. This fort will stand against you.
Save the talk for after the slaughter.
She's already broken.
He wants to join your army.
There you go. Recruit. Fly, you fools. Thanks, pizza guy.
This is how you speed.
This is how you
Yeah.
speed run a fort.
Oh, this guy.
Oh.
This guy's ready to go.
And again.
Quickly.
Yeah, it just really shows the difference of taking out that war chief ahead of time.
Yeah, that made a huge difference.
Oh yeah, so fast.
I will serve the Great Lord.
I mean, and then
And of course, it can go totally the other way. If you haven't prepared, not bring you guys, and there's 6 enemies, they can just be astronomically challenging as well.
oh, absolutely. How do you fail an assault, or are you dying, or also other failure states? Whistling too?
It's dying. Yep.
It's dying.
So theoretically, you could capture this assault on your own, but it's just going to be incredibly difficult to be able to occupy and take the various victory points and
Right.
clear out the enemies. It makes an enormous difference having your followers with you.
Oh, absolutely.
And plus, dying is not an uncommon occurrence.
No, it's pretty common.
Still have work to do on this fortress if you
Will you be able to see overlords or war chiefs in the? Oh,
Did you really think I'd leave you be? And let you run amok? Gonna chop you into pieces, then find a use for each one! I hate waste!
I don't want to hear you lot yabbering on. I want to hear this manfield screaming.
jeez. Man, that guy's awesome.
Yeah, they're tricksters. Oh, but did you see? Forward, hit him down. Awesome.
Taking him out.
Watch this.
Close, Ellie. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Die or live.
Oh,
Live.
That's the machine chain, so they can actually use that in battle as well. Oh no! Ancient one's bleeding out.
Oh. Okay, you can capture this point too.
Yes. Okay. Boom. You got it. Well done. Good job.
Thank you.
Bounce quick. Go, quick. Overload.
All right.
Oh, look at this guy though.
Sure, make
Oh,
him.
look, he surrendered. This guy's surrendered. He's broken.
High five him in the face.
I gotta get him.
Just pick out the maggots.
Well, you also dominate every single maggot.
He's not quite up. Like he doesn't look good. He's not gonna fit.
Get it.
I love the discussion about it, but we do have under 5 minutes. Go. All right, we have. So everybody, just start telling us. Do you want us to kill Overlord? Do you want us to? And I'm not going to set up a vote thing because it's going to take too long. Kill? Do we shame the Overlord? Do we dominate the Overlord?
Can you lose a fortress after you capture one? Yes, you can.
There you go.
And then, of course, your goal becomes to recapture it and get vengeance on the bastard who took it from you.
Oh, we didn't even look at this guy's
Good luck.
weaknesses.
You should do it right now.
Yeah, we'll check.
Well,
Actually,
you've made a mess out there.
You can identify him now.
I don't think you appreciate how much work I do. Putting together fort defenses, getting my boys trained up. It's stressful being overlord.
Don't fret. After today, your worries will be over.
Wow, that's a good comeback. I'm liking the comeback.
he goes home each day. He has them all listed out. They're all
He looks
ready.
in the mirror. He looks in the mirror.
Watches a bunch of old 007 films.
That's it. Actually, if you do, perchance, die here, we'll get to show the unfinished business, which is cool as well.
I mean, so, do you want to check out what his inabilities are, or things we can?
Find out on the fly, Jared.
Oh, okay. Here we go, on the fly. Don't forget your bodyguard.
Oh, do I have one?
Yeah. You might have to hit it one more time though.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, there you go. There's one.
Angry.
All right, now
There he is.
he's in.
Here's
Yeah.
my bodyguard.
Help us, bodyguard. You're our only hope.
Yeah, okay, this is a little tough.
Find the
Beast fodder.
Bring Karagor.
Brutality.
So brutality, brutal attacks are like brutal stealth kills, or if you get your might bar and you charge it up to a level 2, they'll do particularly vicious executions that don't just kill the guy you're fighting,
Right.
but also terrify everybody who sees and smells it.
Oh, and smells. There you go.
Oh!
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah, I thought he was
That-
carrying his beast fodder. He's
He was beast fodder. Well, your bodyguard's also dead.
oh, what?
No,
Completely
what?
dead?
Yeah.
Guys.
Oh, the Karagor is still around.
Guys.
Oh, we didn't even get to show unfinished business.
No.
Oh,
Go away.
Save. Oh man.
It's your lucky day.
oh,
Holy crap.
over here.
What? But he's not terrified retreating.
No, he's just like, just wants to leave.
This is. I'm tired of this.
Yeah. It's not worth it. Oh,
Oh, he's hiding.
in there.
It's not gonna be able to do it.
Oh no!
We'll die.
We'll die.
There we go.
Okay.
But not
Oh.
to Karagor, come on.
You want to make someone new? I love how
We can see someone get promoted.
Yeah, let's. It's Karagor.
Karagor will get promoted, obviously.
Come on. Yeah.
There we go. There it is. Olag. Now we're gonna let the Olag take you out. Oh.
Man tries to conquer fort, man dies. No surprise.
Oh.
He's a poet. He rhymed. Okay, so technically it is now. We just hit our time. So that's not too terrible, actually. We got pretty close. We can also see how it progressed. So when we were talking about the bars above the heads of all the orcs out in the army screen, this is what they do when those bars go down. They continue and move forward with their attacks and things.
Resolve their mission. So the thing is now, because Ellie had made it all the way through the fort assault and
Right.
made it to the Overlord, there is now a mission which is unfinished business. So you don't actually have to fight your way back through the entire fortress at
Right.
this point. You can go directly and face the Overlord again. But if time passes again, then new war chiefs are going to be promoted and filled
Right.
in, and you will in fact need to assault the fort. But if you go straight back at it, you can have another chance to take down the Overlord. But not today.
Not today. It's do you want to have the Overlord talk, but then do the ultimate tease, and then we'll stop it after the Overlord's talking, just so they can hear what the Overlord says.
All right,
in
yeah,
response?
because he is going to be proud of himself.
Right, he's gonna have a comment to say. And then, so you guys can see how it works when you just go straight back up to the Overlord. And,
A little dark. Isn't Hades' electricity bill?
Why are you back? I already defeated you once. Are you a slow learner or something?
oh, I love it.
Thinker.
He is the thinker. Alright, so, once we have the chance, we'll hit start and, give you guys the ultimate tease, because we're supposed to stop.
Yep.
So,
That's it. Leave it there. Until next
leave it
time.
there.